I got the 500. Thank you, Manny. Thanks, Jimmy. It's a milestone. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. How'd everyone do this morning? I made 100 on the app. So on 2,000, no, I'm not happy 2,000. I'm trying to take over. I feel like I feel like 125. That's good. I feel like I deserve more subs than people that don't even drive. That's just my opinion. Well, there's your problem. Waiting on rideshare insurance. Are they charging you too much, Jimmy, for this insurance? Oh. Yeah, I guess that happens. I don't know. I had some of my group chat members said that they can't, like, the rideshare quotes they got were just too expensive. But unless the cost is seriously crippling, I would really look into getting rideshare insurance, guys. I mean, how many accidents were there yesterday? Tons, right? I mean, you never know what could happen out here. So that's why you might want to just consider rideshare insurance. I should have way more subs. Honestly, if the channel keeps growing at the rate it's been growing, I don't know. If I make my $2,000 week this week, this comment section is going to get really crowded. I already know it. It's only going to go up 20-ish bucks. That's not bad. Yeah, no, you should. But yeah, I seriously, I cannot recommend any more getting rideshare insurance. Like, please get out there and stay covered. Like, you really don't want to be, if you get into an accident, you know, you really don't want to be on the hook for any of that stuff. Let's see if I missed anything. Nope. $1,700. Where are you now, Nikolai? How close are you? Because to make $1,700, you're going to need at least $900 before tomorrow morning. Because don't just assume you're going to have $400 Friday and Saturdays, you know? Oh. Yeah, you might make it. You're at $870 on Uber? Wow. I'm only at, because not all of you are on group chat, so, that's where I'm at right now. That's got to be close to like 920 by today. And I got to lock up a couple Premier rides, which that's what I'm waiting on right now. $870, that's a lot of money. Oh. How do you enjoy doing that? The Amazon Flex. Is that a van or do you use your car? I don't even know how that works. Nick, I'm using Farmers. Yeah, I'm using Farmers. It's costing, it costs more than my comprehensive coverage. but like I'm paying $250 a month with comprehensive rideshare and life insurance. But I need it. You know, like I spend 300 hours a month in this car, so I definitely need it. Yeah, but Nicola, for the Amazon Flex, is it your car or do you go pick up a van or something? Oh, you use your car? Okay. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Yeah, that's a good idea. Go get a quote. If it's just like Uber Eats, I don't want to do it because Uber Eats sucks. Thanks for the video about avoiding the... Oh my God. Oh God, I gotta admit to this right now. Yesterday I was in Hyde Park around 6:30. And I did 2 pool trips that were less than a mile. Oh, so annoying. One of them, I swear to God, she gave me a dirty look when she was at a train station and she refused to walk 12 steps across the street. Like, oh, that's why I hate the South Side and the passengers on the South Side. All right, answering more questions. Jimmy, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if they're not calling you back, and if you're doing this part-time, tell them that. But like, yeah, if this is too much, maybe don't do rideshare. If you're not doing this full-time, don't do it. What's the pay for Amazon Flex? I really don't know. Do I even Lyft? Sometimes. I'm on Lyft Premier right now, but I don't get that many trips with it, so I'm just waiting. Uber Eats are only good when they add $3 per delivery. Yeah, but Freeman, $1,500 a week, that's in your market. I don't know. I can't say for sure that's how it is in Chicago, you know. I can't. I mean, you can make $2,000 in a week in Uber if you're on the app for 75 hours. $4 hours, $72. I mean, that's not bad, but like that's a cut and pay for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm at 29 an hour right now, so. I do Uber. It's in a college town. That's good, man. I mean, college towns, if you do it on the weekends, it's probably cool. Like, there probably can't be too much business during the day. Probably like a major market like Chicago, you know? Oh, they operate. Our in-car... Enterprise, are in-car cams okay for rideshare drivers to use? Yes. Yes, they are. And mine got delivered the other day, and I'm gonna set it up very soon. So it's a nice one. Ask Guy at the Hub if he knew that we lose money on Uber Eats, and he was like, "Yeah, off the record." Yeah, don't do that. Don't lose money on Uber Eats. Honestly, I've done, I think, 5 or 6 food deliveries. I got this bag with me. Bought a hot bag. E-Man, that's not bad. I have a friend named E-Man. Yeah, Uber Eats. I'm not. You know what's funny is I'm a big fan of the service for Uber Eats, but I've always been stuck with some pretty dumb drivers. They never dropped off the food correctly. Can I do a video when I set the cam up? Yeah, I'm definitely going to, because if you guys, this will be a little preview. I know I'm gonna catch shit from some of you guys for some of this. Check this out though. I have these things. I was talking about cord management before. So these little sticky things everywhere to manage the cords, right? And that's the beacon, and the dash cam is obviously going to go there. And I have some cord management like plastic things up there, so it's gonna look good. It's gonna look really good once the dash cam gets installed. Do I offer water to my passengers? No, I do not offer water. I have an Honda. Oh, that's good, man. Hey, if you're working in Cowstown and you get XL rides, then more power to you. What the fuck is wrong with this phone? All those deliveries suck. Yeah, I mean, I have to imagine they really suck. I refuse to even try it. The Uber Beacon is cool. I like it. Problem is, it ampères a lot. So when you get one, get used to it. You're gonna have to constantly plug it and unplug it and try to pair it on your app. It's a pain in the ass. Well, other than that, it's pretty cool. Any more, guys? It's not so bad. I mean, like, the beacon's obviously out of my reach. So like I have the plug. J.L. Rask, I'll get you in a second. I have the plug I have all my plugs to my inverter thing, right? If you guys can see that. So I've learned that if I just unplug it from the outlet and then try it again, it works. So J. Laresk asks if I recommend renting a car from Hertz. Yes and no, because your van's gonna be in the week for 2 weeks. Okay, 1 second, Freeman. It's how much is it? Like, is it like $250 a week from Hertz? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think maybe like $280 after fees. Okay, that's not great if you're doing that long term. If your car's in the shop for 2 weeks, or you have to repair mine all the time, Rudy. If your car's in the shop for 2 weeks, then okay. Okay. Then yeah, I take consider it so you don't lose out on earnings long term. Let's say you are just getting into this and you don't have money for a car payment, or you don't, what's up, Marcel? And you don't have money for a car payment. You can use the rental for like 5 or 6 weeks, and then you can have like a $2,000 or $3,000 down payment, and you'll put yourself in pretty good shape. Yeah, the rental's going to cost money. I might be renting a car soon because I want to get my bumper fixed on my car, and then if I get that fixed, I'm going to get the car dipped in my favorite color, gray. And then so the car is not going to be drivable for like a week, because I got to make up appointments for that. And then I might rent a car that week, and then obviously put the experience up on the channel. All right, I missed a lot of comments here, so what do I think about the Aperturepreneur? I've said this in a video before. He seems like a nice guy. He complains a lot. And he doesn't drive that often. Maybe because his focus isn't just rideshare, so maybe that's unfair to say that he doesn't drive a lot, but like, his focus is more of like everything sharing economy. So is that a better... I'm not criticizing him. He just complains a lot and doesn't really give good information on like earnings and stuff like that. Yeah, no, he is more about news. Jimmy, there's another company I'm gonna go to. It might be faulty. I don't know. I've had to repair it more than a few times. The beacon. Moe Kumar suggested everyone try Get Around if it's in the market. I've never heard of that. So one of my group chat members sent me a text about a electric car renting service, and I'm like, no. Electric cars get like 70 miles range. You're gonna have to recharge that fucking thing every 2 hours. Yeah, Jimmy Sullivan, never heard of it, but that's not where I plan on going. Complains like a little girl. He does complain a lot. But that's the thing, all these channels do. That's why I don't like complaining that much, because I'm like, I'm just, you know, with like, sorry, I want to make sure I don't miss a premiere ride, so let's just leave that there. I don't want to complain anymore. You got your Cobra dip there and it's trashed? Fuck that. Okay, let's keeping comments coming, guys. I appreciate you guys chatting with me. I like this. If this is cool, we could just keep on doing stuff like this. Is Uberman a sellout? No, he's not a sellout. He's just, his focus has shifted. Okay, this is the problem I have with all of the major channels. With all of the major channels is they don't provide anything useful to their viewers anymore. So that goes for the T-shirt man, the website driver, and the referral professor. What useful content have they provided in the last 8 months when it comes to rideshare? Like, they're not providing you guys with anything that's going to help you. They're trying to sell you shit now. Shit that doesn't work, like the Power and T-shirts and websites that will never earn you $1. So eventually they built their subscriber base, and now you guys are just, if you're a subscriber to them, which I am, you're just pockets. You're just pockets to them. Pockets for them to reach into and get money. Like, they haven't turned their backs on you, but they've already got you, and now they're just trying to monetize off you. So that's my opinion on. They didn't sell out to Uber, but they've sold out to themselves. They've crossed the line into sleazy salesmen. Good job, Marcel. Good numbers. Does Uber do consecutive trip boosts in Chicago? Rudy Castillo, I did see that, but it's not. I've had pull pickups where it's like 2.2x, and then I'll get another pull request. Like, it won't be added to the trip, and on the request screen it will say 2.2, but on the pay screen it won't be. So they need to fix that. The major channels used Uber to get where they're going to make. The major channels go live with your passenger. What the hell? The major channels used Uber to get where they're going, which made rideshare drivers living the despair. Freeman, you might want to clean that up a bit. I don't know what you're talking about. Sold out drivers to YouTube paycheck. I don't think that's true. I mean, I can't promise that if Uber offered me a check, I wouldn't sell out to them. But But I have other plans. Like, okay, all of my content has to do with driving. That's what I'm good at. That's why you guys watch me, is because I drive every day. Like, so if I'm going to partner up on Uber or something, like something that I've told my group chat about, it won't be an interview. It would be something involving driving and making money while driving, not allowing Uber, not having Uber email me interview questions and then I repeat the interview questions that they emailed me. I will never do that. Could you imagine me emailing a fucking Uber exec? Oh, that'd be hilarious. What's up, Julian? How you doing? Breaking the shell. Hope everyone's doing well out there too. Your personal driver, I don't think I've seen a single video of his. So 33rd and Surf. Do I like the simple driver? I think if he avoided rideshare altogether, the community would be better for it. He's got nothing to offer. He's not motivational at all. Like, he made money 1 week, and he's a rideshare guru. Come on. But he's the #1 rideshare related YouTuber, which he hasn't driven in a year and a half. That's how stupid that is. Let's see here. Am I missing? I don't want to miss anything. Patas, good. How you doing there, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you, Sammy Khan. Appreciate it. I do my best. Kevin, the guy, complains a lot. He said he doesn't really have to do, because you don't make good money on YouTube. That's bullshit. You don't make good money on YouTube until you're in the hundreds of thousands of subs and advertisers, and you're getting independent advertising away from YouTube. And guess what? You're not getting that kind of advertisement money until you've got a large, very large following. So they call $1,000 a month good money. They call $3,000 boxing my good money. I don't know how much to make. I mean, Uberman had that one video, or T-Shirt Man, sorry. Ooh, he caught me. T-Shirt Man had that video at the end of last year talking about how much he made, but like he made money. Without YouTube, he wouldn't be making anything. But he's not making money from YouTube. He's making money from all of his referrals and signups and stuff like that to different apps because of his channel, you know? So I don't know. Yeah, Freeman, type your messages, dude. Because I don't understand what the hell you're saying. Enterprise, T-Shirt Man is so arrogant, complaining about smaller channels that criticize him as if the size of the channel matters. The size of the channel does matter, because that means when someone Googles or YouTube's Uber ratings or Uber earnings, him and the website driver will be the first names that pop up. But it's like, when's the last time they talked about earnings? You know, like what real world experience do they have in the market? Because this is an always adapting market. It's never, you know, nothing is permanent. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, guys. Bear with me. I just want to make sure this thing doesn't. I don't want to miss a trip on Premiere. Alright, fuck it. Giveaways at 1,000 subs. I'll give you more advice. How about that? Not giving nothing away. I don't got nothing. Look at me. What do I have? You make $6,000 a month? Oh yeah, sorry, that's Manny. Sorry. There's 2 E-mans on here. Manny, start your own channel, man. I'll subscribe. Julian Aguilar, don't referrals dry up? Yes. They do. That's why T-shirt man, website driver, and referral professor are all taking different avenues, because their wells have dried up. They're not making referral money anymore. Like, because all they're doing is offering, this is something I've mentioned before, they're just promising money. They're not telling you how you're going to make that money. It's just like, oh, just trust me. Buy this T-shirt, you'll make an extra $1,000 in your first month with referrals. Buy this hat and you'll make extra website driver. Buy this hat, you'll make extra $1,000 in referrals. Start a website, you'll make $120,000 in your first year. Like, yeah, that's complete crap. Come on, guys. So, sorry. Jermaine Ellis is the realist. Yeah, that's why I like, if anyone asked me which YouTuber I would really suggest watching, I would say Jermaine. Jermaine's definitely my favorite. T-shirt man, E-Man18, you refer to him as T-shirt man on my channel, okay? T-shirt man used to go live when he was driving. Would you go live? No, that's not safe. Come on, guys. I would never do that. Well, going live and making a video, recording video, are two different things. Because going live, like, it's just not a good idea, because I'd have to check the screen to respond to messages and all that stuff, and I'm not risking that, so I will not be doing that. How do I alternate Uber and Lyft? I don't. I usually just pick one, stick with it. Right now in Chicago, it is the downtime for Uber, so I have Lyft Premier on, hoping to get an expensed ride from a rich person, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Manny, start your channel, man. Definitely. You need to. Jermaine doesn't want to be typecast as a right-wing guy. Well, that's understandable too, but I like Jermaine. I like anyone that will broadcast their earnings so they don't give people unrealistic expectations. Unlike T-shirt man, website driver, and referral professor. They're promising you the world, but they're not delivering on nothing. What are they doing? Like I said, those three, and they're all guilty of it. You can fight me on this one if you want. Those three are pretty much telling their viewers that you don't have to drive. You're just going to clean up on referrals. But that's not the way it works. You need to offer something other than promises to potential referees. You know, and I'm going to make a video soon about why business cards and T-shirts and websites will never work. So just give me time on that one. Any tips for first-time Uber drivers? Lethal Jugular, watch my videos. I'm not going to do that right now. all my tips are in my videos. So that's... check out Trust God TV. I'll check it out. What time do I drive in Chicago on the weekends? Because lately surge is low. Sammy Khan, typically, minus this past weekend, I drive from like 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. and then roll over into Sunday. Because of the 10-hour limit, which I hope they get rid of soon. That's how I usually do it. But yeah, it has been surging. Like it's too cold. The going out crowd isn't. They're not out and about like they usually are. So that's just how it is. So for the cold months, maybe just kind of focus on making your money during the week and relaxing on the weekends. That's the best advice I can give on that. Justin Cunanan, we talked about Hertz earlier. Short term, not bad. If you're saving up for a car or you need to get something done to your car, not bad. Long term, that's a real dent. That's expensive. $1,000 a month to run a car, that's a lot of money. Do I think the rideshare guy is a scam? No. Harry has a blog. He's very knowledgeable. He's an expert in the sharing economy, but like he doesn't have to drive. I think he makes enough money off of his websites and stuff like that. He doesn't have to drive, but he still does. So that's admirable. He's still out there with the community. You know, he knows what we go through. How do I deal with riders asking for stops? I just do it. Yeah, if someone asks me to go somewhere, like to drop off someone first, unless it's like, I don't know, I always just do it. It doesn't hurt. I mean, yeah. Any tips? Drive at the right time. That's all you should be, driving at the right time. I mean, I'm not logged in on Uber right now because I wouldn't get a trip. I know that. Or if I did, it'd be like 3 blocks going to laundromat, you know. Like I said, I have the Lyft Premier on for a little bit, but I can't use up all my hours here because Chicago tracks the hours like a bunch of dickheads. So, no problem, Sammy. All right, guys, keep them coming. Come on. Any more questions? Yeah, you should be happy. It's a kick in the teeth having a time limit. If we didn't have a time limit in Chicago, then I would absolutely for sure make $2,000 this week, because I'd be able to make like 350, maybe like 350 on Friday, 300 on Saturday. And because like it's hard. I always tell everyone, don't count your chickens before they hatch. So don't assume you're ever going to go out there and make $400, you know. Like New Year's, I thought I was going to make $400. I made $355. Well, $455 with promo. But don't assume you're for sure making that much money. This is never a guarantee. That's why I tell everyone, don't quit your full-time job to do that. I know the first week you might do it, you might be like, whoa, I made $1,400. I'm quitting this job, right? You're not making that every single week. Why don't I get a bigger car and drive less? I don't know if the market's right for it, honestly. I've only got a couple XL drivers in my group chat. I don't really know. I'm more worried about consistent earnings. Like, if I get an XL car, it will be eventually, like, as I start building my fleet of cars, I will eventually get like a third row SUV, but it won't be for a while. It probably won't be for a couple years. The vitamin water bottle works well for the pee bottle. No, it's not, because it's only 20 ounces. So no, I don't do the vitamin water. Because the problem is I've been doing this so long that I use the bottle while I'm driving, and if you hit a bumpy road with a vitamin water bottle, that's gonna go everywhere. So no, I don't suggest that. Gigi, yeah, that's not my name. How do I balance Uber and Lyft? I usually just do Uber during the peak hours, and then during the morning and afternoon rush, and then and Lyft I do between then, because Lyft Premium, which is what I'm only doing Lyft Premier rides. Lyft Premier rides are never short. So if I got a Lyft Premier ride, right now I'm on the north side. If I got a Lyft Premier ride, they're probably going to an airport. And one Lyft Premier ride can pay anywhere from $35 to like $60. So The first live chat? When was the first live chat? No, the first live chat I did was when I was on my bed with my cat. But somehow that video got deleted. I don't know what happened to it. Enterprise, the vitamin water bottle. I'm peeing while I'm driving. That's what you guys don't get, is that I'm not losing a single minute when I'm on the road. So if I get a ping, I'm taking care of business over bumpy roads, you know. So a vitamin water bottle is not the best choice. Maybe a Gatorade bottle, like a 32 ounce, that might work just as well. But vitamin water bottle, no. You hit one bump and you've just made a mess. Large iced coffee is best if you're parked. I've done that several times too. You just pull over and pick a tree. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, dude, premium or Lyft Premier rides are no joke. They pay so well. I just wish there was more demand, because right now, like I said, I'm waiting on the north side. I've been waiting here for about an hour, haven't gotten a trip, so I'm probably gonna turn it off soon and get some food. I gotta swap my phone. I got another phone from Verizon. My current Galaxy S8 that I'm recording this on is not charging well, so no, I've never heard of that channel, Freeman. You know what my problem is was my longest ride. I went from downtown Chicago to Geneva one time. That was pretty long. How long should you wait for a ride before moving to another spot? That's up to you. I'm a very stubborn person. I will wait all day. If I'm not getting a ping, I'm not moving. Like, this is my spot. I found a place. I feel lucky to find a place to park the car in Chicago, so it's like, I'm staying here until I get a ping, you know? Except for Blackout Wednesday. That night, I literally put the car in, like, I was on the north side of Chicago till like 9 something, and I was like, fuck this shit. I'm going to the burbs, because the city was so slow. Oh my God. Lyft Premier, I think it's everywhere. I mean, Lyft Premier is the same thing as Uber Select. If that helps. How much do you make driving weekends only? I used to make $400 to $600 every single weekend before I started doing this full time. That's how much I made every single weekend. For the $1,500 question, I can't answer that. I don't know. I think not. There's never no surge. So, I mean, to make $1,500, I've only made $1,500. I've only made more than that 3 times. So, oh, you hear that? He said New York sucks. What's up with that? Them's are fighting words. One of my best friends is from the Bronx, so I think I know how much New York sucks. Do I normally take Sunday off? I take Sunday afternoons off, because there's no money out here on Sundays. Like, the last Sunday I worked, I made like $14 an hour. Like, that's just not enough. So, you're in Brooklyn? Wouldn't New York be a market where you can make a ton of money? Like, isn't that the biggest city in the world, or biggest market for driving? Jugular. Do you feel like you can make good money in the afternoons? On the weekends? Nothing to write home about. Nothing ridiculous. Sundays do suck after 12 p.m. I agree. Boston and D.C. makes more money than New York City. I don't believe that, man. I can't believe that. I mean, yeah, New York's got to be a nightmare, but I don't believe it. You make less money, or you make more money in a less crowded city. That's just not... That's like saying I'd make more money in Rockford, like, compared to Chicago. That's just not... I don't see that how that's possible. Any more questions, guys? The car is regulated, the expenses are high, and too many drivers and ride-sharing companies. Yeah, but it's also like a tourist capital. It's a tourist destination, and there's millions of people in New York City. There's thousands in Boston. And I mean, I've never been to either place, but I'm like, I know that Boston is, it's not even a metropolis, you know? Trust me, there's plenty of competition in Chicago, but we still do all right. But I've seen like the surge rates in New York. It seems like it's always... Maybe not Manhattan. I heard Manhattan is still kind of run by the cabs, but have I ever made a video on expenses? No, but I'm going to soon. Make a survey to find out what kind of diversity we have. You're from Venezuela, moved here 2 years after Venezuela. There's drivers from all over the world in the city. I don't have that many drivers in Chicago watching my videos, honestly. I maybe have like 350 out of 30,000. That's not a good survey. Hold on a second. Jugular, do not ever wait at the airport. Ever. Under any circumstance. Unless there's 5 people in the queue, don't ever wait in the airport. If that's true, I'm moving to Boston. $400 a day? Fuck. Skylar White, how you doing, man? Thanks for watching. Nikola, I dated a girl from Serbia last year. She was nice. How can I wake up so early? How can I wake up early every day? I've gotten into the habit of it, honestly. I hate waking up that early, but that's what time you have to wake up to make money, so. You're watching from Omaha, Nebraska? Well, I appreciate that, man. How you doing? How's the market in Omaha? Yes, I bought a new tablet. I bought it on Monday. Yeah, Nicola, I'm not going to say anything about her because you might know her. Every time I went out with her, she'd be like, oh, that's a friend of mine. All right, I'm going to go to Boston and take over that market too. After I'm done taking over Chicago, I'm going to go to Boston. That's next. What do you do when you get Uber pool with ghetto folks from the South Side? I just shut my mouth and try not to judge them too much. But, man. They got to go back to taking the bus. That's bullshit. That's... Like I said, I had 2 pools yesterday that went less than a mile. Complete bullshit. Jugular, no problem, man. That's what we're here for. What times do I drive during the weekday? I do 4 to 9 a.m. and then maybe 4 to 7 p.m. Where do I go after I drop off a passenger at the airport? Depends what time of day it is. If it's 5 o'clock in the morning, then I just go right back to the city. I don't even I refuse to wait at the lot. This morning was slow. I'm starting to think that before Tuesdays were the slow morning, now it's turning into Thursdays, I think. I only did like 8 rides today, and I started at 4:07. Do I do Uber Eats? Very, very occasionally. I think I've done like 7 food deliveries ever. I invested in a bag, but I don't like doing them. You're taking a risk. You're risking parking tickets. You're risking like people getting mad at you. You're risking people not being... I got burned on an Uber Eats trip, maybe like the 3rd or 4th one I ever took. I was in Melrose Park. Or no, I was in Forest Park. I got a request to go pick up pizza at this pizza place in Melrose Park off of North Avenue, North and 25th. It was like a 16-minute drive to get over there because this was a slow Saturday, and the pizza place was closed. And I didn't even get paid for that. There's no way to make like money on a cancellation for an Uber Eats trip before you get the food. So that's why I'm not ever in a rush to do Uber Eats. It's like I said, I'm a fan of the service, but I'm definitely not a fan of doing it myself. Any more questions out there? Yeah, I'm hoping I'm getting to all these. These are racking up pretty quickly. Oh, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. One of these days, I'm gonna go to Dominican Republic. I'm gonna find a couple wives, bring them back to America. I'm going for my record, Manny. I'm going for $2,000. $2,000. Because if I get to $2,000, this will be the biggest ride-sharing channel. Like, this is already one of the fastest growing channels, but Justin, that's a loaded question. It changes every single day. On Mondays, I've made close to $200 from 4 to 9. Sometimes on a Thursday, like today, I only made 100. So, and it depends on whether that's not an easy question to answer because there's no guarantees. So, how many trips do you have, Jugular? How do I pronounce that name? Is it Zhang Li? Go to Thailand? Nah. If I had to pick between Dominican Republic and Thailand, I think I'm going to go to Dominican Republic. I fell in love with these 2 girls. I picked them up from a nightclub. Oh, my God. They're so beautiful. Where are you at reaching my goal? I am at $1,047 right now. So I got to be as close to or over 1,200 as I can. Manny, you can't do $2,000. Only I could do $2,000. Am I Hispanic? Am I Latino? I'm a mutt. I cover the entire globe. A little bit Hispanic, European, Middle Eastern. My family's from all over the place. Thoughts on picking up people with low ratings? We don't get to see the ratings here in Chicago, so No thoughts. My record 1700. Good stuff. Yeah, my best week is the 1628 week. Jugular, 31 trips. I think when I first started driving, I think I had to do 50 trips before they sent an email saying, congratulations, you're now activated new pools. And I'm like, why is that how's that a good thing? So maybe same thing for you. I don't know. I can't answer that question. Enterprise, both. Both tips. 33rd and surf. M black. Am I part black? My credit score is a little black. Do I use the gas card from Uber? No, I do not. I don't think the gas card's a good idea. Because I've talked about this in the group chat too. You kind of end up relying on it. Like if you don't have any money in your bank account and you're going to start driving, if you start driving and you don't have any money in your account and you fill up your gas tank, like for me, that's like $45-50. So I'm starting owing money. It's like, I don't want to owe Uber anything. I want them to give me money. You know what I'm saying? Do I use anything for back support? I sure do. This is my Tempur-Pedic back support. And it has definitely relieved a lot of like sciatic pain I've had, so. Do I carry defense while driving? No. Nobody's gonna fuck with me. I have a gas card too, I just don't like using it. I could, like I said, you kind of learn to rely on it, so. Because the massage add-ons don't work that well, honestly. How much money do I spend on gas per week? Depends how much I drive. Probably 170 to 200. Like this week, it's gonna be like 220 because I'm driving a lot. But typically between like 170 and 200, you know. Have I ever cursed out a passenger? No. I don't think so. I'd probably be deactivated if I did that. I don't have the link for the back. Maybe I'll make a link for the back support, but I don't have a link for that. I don't know if that's on. I don't know if that's on Amazon. I got this from the Tempur-Pedic store at the mall. Is there enough money on the card? I think if you do this full time, it lets you charge up to $200 a week. But don't quote me on that. I don't know about that because I've never used it more than. Manny spends $200. Sorry, I missed your comment, Zhang. Gonna start driving for Uber and Lyft. You doing food delivery now, Zhang? Yeah, RPM. I do it because maybe on Thursdays I might starting at 5. I think I've noticed because the last couple Thursdays, I haven't really had trips before 5 a.m. So maybe I might just start. I might start at 4 a.m. every day except for Thursday during the week. Jugular, the group chat link is in the description of every video. So it's not gonna be the link of this one because I haven't put it up yet. So, but if you have trouble with it, just email me and I'll send it to you. But we're gonna have to graduate to a bigger group chat soon because the group chat's maxed out at 50 members, and right now we have like 34. John Anderson, I do not do Amazon Flex. How much weight have I gained since I started driving? That's a very good question. I'm about 235 now. I know when I had to do my life insurance, I weighed at 240. I don't think I've gained that much weight. Maybe a few pounds. Like, I gained all of my weight last year. Last year I probably went from like 217 to like 236. So, but I do need to lose weight. No, I like airport rides before 5:30. I love airport rides before 5:30. I've noticed usually airport rides. Sometimes airport rides take a minute to get out. Today I'm starting back at 1 p.m. Do you think I can hit the 2 mark? RPM, you may want to rephrase that. Am I 6'5", 230? No, I'm 5'11", 230. 235. Let's just say 235. How do I deal with passengers that stink? I don't really. I let them leave the car, and then I give a little bit of that. $200, 1 p.m. to 10. You could try. I don't know. You got to understand. You're not gonna make anything from like 2 to 4. Nothing. So. Yeah, Jillian, I gotta lose weight too, man. We're in the same boat. Jimmy Sullivan, that's good news, man. I say jump on it. You don't want to be stuck out here without insurance. Justin, no. Definitely not worth it. And like I said before, for the rental thing, sorry, I didn't get a Lyft ride in almost 2 hours, so I'm gonna turn this off. Yeah, I've been on Premiere for 1 hour and 45 minutes, no rides, so I'll turn that back on later. Out in the burbs. At Justin, GM is giving huge discounts on cars. Better to finance. I mean, I'll give you guys a lesson on financing a car when I buy my next one and pay it off in 5 months. Because that's really, I think, the best approach is because, like, a car is never permanent. So you might want to just, like, make the most off it while you can and then find different uses for that car afterwards, you know? Freeman TV says it's worth renting a car on Express Drive, but you need all the bonus requirements. The Lyft rental thing isn't bad. I will admit to that. But the problem is, like, you don't get any bonuses from Lyft if you rent their car. And in Chicago, the Lyft market sucks. I have 28 hours on Uber right now, I think, and I'm at $808. The same amount on Lyft would be like $500. So I have no faith in, like, it's essentially a free car, but you're not really making any money off Lyft, you know. Nicola, are you doing Premiere? Lyft Premiere? You can have the car added to your Uber account. Yeah, Nicola, I'm talking about Premiere. I'm not doing regular Lyft fares. They're worth like $5. So I'm not doing that right now. And I have to manage my hours. You know, like, I'm probably gonna get a nasty notification from the city. Will I ever do t-shirts? No. I have another idea I've talked to one of my group chat members about. That's going to be something for my group chat, or for something for my subscribers, but it's not going to be a t-shirt. It's going to be something else. I'll talk to Lyft about that, Nicola. I have no idea. I have no clue. You could have the car added to your... Freeman, for the adding the car to the Uber account, then don't you have to pay for it then? Don't you have to, like... Don't you have to complete a certain amount of Lyft trips to get the car free? But then you're not going to be able to do that much Uber. Have I ever had a passenger pee, poop, or throw up in your car? No. Never happened. Eddie... I mean... all the trips on Select pay well, but I just don't get that many, so... I'll show you guys. I mean, I have 20 hours logged on the app for Lyft. Obviously, maybe 2 of that is driving time. 20 hours on Lyft for $217. So, how the hell you're making that much on Uber on Lyft is a surprise. Saturdays I go from 6 to I do from 6 to 4. I don't do Uber Select because I'm not able to do that. All right, guys. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm getting hungry. This has been fun. No, I don't have a Wi-Fi hotspot. I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna go get some food. So you know what? I thank you guys for watching and chatting. I got another video coming up later. Is there any money in the burbs? No. Probably Subway. So I'm gonna take off. But thanks again, guys. 500 subs. I have an aux cable. 500 subs. You guys are the best. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.